Today we are doing a modification on the Bronco. One of my bigger complaints about the Bronco is that the soft top that comes on it is a little floppy. It's very heavy, and it takes me and my 13-year-old for me to get it all the way off. And usually that just means back a little bit. It takes my husband and I to get it all the way off. So one of the things I've been wanting to do is change out this top. I've looked at several different options, but Havoc had a really good sale at Bronco Stampede this week. So we were able to buy the soft top that is a Trek top, and we're going to install it today. So kind of follow along in our journey. Step number one for us was pretty simple. We pulled all the parts out so that we could see what we're dealing with, and as you can see, they're all laid on the ground right here. Rhett's just gone inside and read some of the directions, and we're gonna go from there.
I looked at some online reviews on this, and people had to use a riv nut tool to install this. I do not have a 10mm riv nut tool. I only go up to like 6mm and 1/4 inch. So before we really got started with this, because I don't want to run out of daylight, I wanted to pull it out and see if I could manually set the riv nuts. I've done that before with some other products, but I guess Havoc used customer feedback or whatever, and now they have these rubber grommets and it has the nut already in it. So what happens is you come up here, you use your first and third hole, and they just pop right in like so, and as you tighten them, the rubber will hold friction and it'll pull it up tight. So kudos to them. It looks like they actually done some like customer feedback, so that looks like that will take care of that, and that actually protect your paint a little bit, because you got a little bit of a rubber, you know, like 1/8 of an inch right there, that will actually kind of be like a vibration isolator. So cool, that makes me feel better. I don't have to go and try to find a riv nut tool gun tonight.
We can get started.
Yep. We have the factory ones, but it says to replace them with the new ones. I don't know if there's a difference, but I'm going to go ahead and replace them anyway. I'll look at them in a second, but we'll go from there. Could be a difference, may not be a difference, but it says to remove these and replace it with the new provided ones. So that's what I'm going to do. So you're going to have to remove it from both sides. I've already got the driver's side, I'm getting the passenger side, and get these removed. Your Bronco factory tool kit will remove these, but I'm just using my regular tools. I'm not cutting all that stuff.
And this is our assistant.
ASMR.
So now you install the new ones. You use your factory hardware is what it says. I don't know how tight you would want to make these, because you might have to do some adjusting. So be mindful of that. Also, they're still blue Loctite on these, so once you get them installed, they should hold pretty good from the factory. I'm not going to put more on there.
Every job site has a supervisor. Ours is cute and bossy.
This is for the factory hardtop. It cannot be on here when you install this, so it has to come off. We don't even have a hardtop, so I don't know why we had the factory hardware for it, but it is what it is. Some of Ford's quality control, I guess. Won't get rid of them though, we'll hold on to them, never know. So these are the mounts for our factory soft top, so we're getting rid of it also, because we won't need them anymore, because the new one has its own mounts. So removing all of the Ford stuff is, you know, one of them deals to where it's kind of time consuming. We're racing daylight right now. Last thing we want to do is not have the top back on this thing tonight, because our carport is full of junk because of me and all my other stuff I do.
This crazy nut just looked at me and said, "Oh, it says Bronco up here." I already knew that, but apparently he didn't.
Nope.
Now we know who stood in the back of the vehicle and who hadn't.
I have been back here because I installed speakers.
You just didn't pay attention.
Alright, so I'm following directions actually for a change. So the riv nut section, I've already touched base on that. You didn't have to do that. But right here it says the roll bar extrusion on So the driver's side, if you look right here, this picture is not all that clear. So I had all the parts over here, and I kind of went through them piece by piece. I already got the driver's side one up there, but if you look carefully, this is your actual extrusion piece. It's going to have the Velcro on the front. This piece right here is going to go toward the rear, and these holes will align with the holes that's actually up on top of the roll bar assembly on top of the Bronco. So I've got that part now, so now I need to get some M6 bolts and kind of move forward on that. Right there is my spot. These are Allen heads, and I have Allen head. It's 6mm, just in case anybody was wondering. Instructions actually does cover that, so that's there. Got some more hardware.
And it does say to loosely install.
Yes.
So we'll go back later and tighten.
This one here you don't install yet. I would just install the rear, and then you install this. Alrighty, so now we're going to install what they call the tub rail. And it says it should be pulled out prior to install, but it looks like to me that we don't have a whole lot of play, so it should just snug right in my opinion. Like so. And then it's got the foam back here, I think that will tighten down right there, and then our bar will match up right there. Now the passenger side tub rail. This is the driver's side tub rail, so you use your 3 M6 bolts it provides. Fittings are already there. You just kind of have to look at the picture and line it up. It does say right and left on the package, but sometimes you don't know if they're preferring, if they're saying right from the rear, right from the front, so you just kind of have to roll with it there. But there's 3 M6 that they provide, and knock it right out. You can see right here where our old top has like been chipping the car through time, so just that's one of the things I don't like about the top. It's not very good to the car in my opinion. And all of this has foam underneath it also on the sides and everything, so that should make for a pretty good airtight seal. So we'll see. Alrighty, once again, 3 M6, and it says to pull it out before you like snug it all the way down. So what I'm figuring is this means kind of pull it out toward the edge. So that's what I'm doing. I mean, it shouldn't have too much give anyway because of the way the bolt patterns are set up. So we'll see. Is this the security strap? So that clips into there. I didn't know that. Let's see if I can get this side in. Okay, I'll make it a little bit snugger. Then you snap it in place. Alrighty. They got a little bow to them, so I'm figuring the bow's gonna go toward the top. Really doesn't say, but I'm guessing. Right there. You insert this bow into this pouch here, like so, and it just velcros on. So I think that there has the top. We've run out of parts, except the rear piece, so this now can go onto the actual car itself. Alrighty, with the help of a friend, pick it up. It's my thought. And then I should be able to possibly get it situated like so, right here. Alright, I got this, let that fall. Now you have to go to the other side. So there's a spot over here that's cut out for the nut. It's but you gotta kind of lift that a little bit, and that'll slide into there, and that's your bolt. And then after I lifted that, I kind of pushed the nut in there a little bit. Can you just put a little pressure right there? And then you should be able to hopefully get this one out also. And then this here should fold Alright, and then once you get that part taken care of, you got a little piece right here. This right here will come under this rail that you put in. It says it will. It is super tight, which I guess is a good thing. Then you got your Velcro up front right here. That Velcros that down. That's in place. Then you're going to come back here. And then you have your strap. You'll release that a little bit. It's going to catch under right here. And then once it catches, I just give it a good yank. And then that is that installed. So now, in the current condition it's in now, that will be your like bimini top, like what you see on the old Jeeps. So, we'll have to reinstall the Havoc rack in a minute, but there it is.
Cool. I was concerned as we were putting it on because I didn't feel like it was super tight, but there are these pieces in the back you pull, and as soon as you pull them, the whole thing tightens up. So I think it looks pretty cool so far. We're gonna now put in the windows, but you can ride with it like this, which I think is a really cool look. Would still have the top on top, and it would still allow for a lot of airflow, but you wouldn't get sunburned.
So one of the things I never liked about the old Jeeps was that you had the zipper up top to hold the top in. This one here is just the zippers down the side, and then you have right here, and then this Velcros, it appears into the top. So I'm gonna flip the top back and kind of look at it now. I like this. This will Velcro in right here, and even on top of the Velcroing, you have these right here, just that little extra, I guess, to kind of
Make it sturdy.
Make it sturdy. I'm probably gonna have to move the Velcro around in a second, so I don't want to get it too tight. And there's that. And here's this one. straps. Got there. So that takes care of that. And I guess our windows zip in from the top up here. Okay, this is different. All right, then you got a little channel right here. All right, so I was wrong in the beginning, so it's gonna go like.
And I was right.
So, you know, just slides in. Hopefully, like so. Maybe. Maybe it's just that tight.
It's a good thing.
Yep, it's a good thing. So that's in. That is lined up now. So now I will go fetch the other windows. Now take these, put it right there. They should zip down like so. That will zip down like so. And then up underneath here, there's also another little strap piece. Where? Like so. And then this has another zipper part right here. That zips in like there. That pulls in. So I've probably done that out of order. I've got to the point where I haven't been reading the directions. Go figure. But I think when you take this off, truthfully, right here, you'll unzip it and it flips up here and just stores up here is the whole idea behind it, because there's plenty of space under there for this just to slide into, I believe. I don't think you have to completely remove all these straps each time. Maybe I'm wrong. If you know, let me know. That could be in the rest of the directions I haven't read yet.
This is a little pouch that comes with it that velcros up inside of here. When you take off your windows, you're supposed to unzip this and store the windows inside, which will be really useful. I can't tell you the number of times Rhett and I've been caught in the rain with the windows out or the top off.
All right, flip that back to me.
Okay, so let's talk about time spent. We were expecting about a 45-minute install. We started at 6:30. We had a few stops because I had to call my dad to help, and the boys came out and needed some things. So
it says 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, it's now 8:20, so it took us approximately an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah. So,
but we had several stops, so yeah. We're
something
parents.
you can do in the afternoon. If
Yeah.
You got everything.
Definitely. Overall quality, I think, is really good. We did have to adjust the piece at the top because it was kind of bumped up from where the storage section is underneath, so we already did that. We've been walking around and like making sure everything's pushed in and that kind of stuff, but we also are going to ride it down the road and kind of listen for wind noise, because I don't know how it's going to be. So, and that is a factor on whether we keep it on or not. So we know it's later and the video quality is probably not that great. However, we do like the top. It has a little bit of wind noise, but like I said, you and I both drive soft top, so we're used to a little bit of wind noise. I guess for everybody else, like, it's just what you're willing to tolerate. I do think in a couple of days that it's going to settle a little more. We're going to be able to tug at those straps a little more and tighten things up, and that we're going to hear less wind noise. But we will review it and come back and tell you.
Yeah, I think overall it's not bad. It's not a horrible install either.
No.
Take your time. Don't get in a rush. Today we just kind of reserved the afternoon to do this.
Yeah.
But if you got some basic hand tools and you got some knowledge and you can read directions, I mean, surprisingly, I can halfway read. So we got through this one. And it's got pictures for people like me. But anyway,
So about an hour and a half install. If you have any questions, be sure to put them underneath our video. We'll be happy to answer them. Or you can message us on Instagram or TikTok. So if you're not following, like, subscribe, follow. And we'll be
Share.
happy to have you. Yeah, share. If you got questions, let us know. Until later, bye guys.